I would like to tell you about a phone call that I got 9 years ago this month from a little Spitfire named Michelle Davis. And the phone call was Michelle asking me if I would give my gym a try again and come back in and try her as a personal trainer, because I'd been through several and things just weren't working out. They didn't really seem to care about me. I wasn't getting anything out of the workout. So I showed up, and the rest is history in terms of Michelle's and my friendship. But let me put a pin in that for a minute, and go back and tell you about my life before I met Michelle or before TLE. I will be 64 years old in October. I have been through decades of poor body image, lack of confidence, exercising the wrong way, eating the wrong way, feeling guilty, feeling negative, feeling bad about myself. And I have tried so many diets, I have tried so many exercise programs. You name the infomercial on TV, I probably bought it. Or the wacky workout paraphernalia, I probably bought it because I thought, oh, those were the magic things that were going to make me skinny. Because I had this very poor body image, I was obsessed night and day with, what do I look like? I'm not skinny enough. I'm not skinny enough. I'm not skinny enough. And I would say to myself, if I'm skinny, the sports moms or the PTA moms will accept me, and they'll invite me for coffee after a PTA meeting. If I'm skinny, I'll have more friends. If I'm skinny, people will accept me. If I'm skinny, I'll be happier. If I'm skinny, my husband and children won't be embarrassed to be seen with me in public. And by the way, not for 1 second did they ever give me any signal. Of course they weren't embarrassed to be seen with me, but that was me. That was what I was putting on them. And it was all about being skinny, and also about doing this for someone else other than me, other than Susan. So I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. I know what it's like to, be told those words. It's devastating. And I know what it's like to be the reverse of that and feel healthy and strong. And I have to tell you, I feel healthier and stronger than I have ever felt in my life at 63, almost 64. When I joined the Ladies Edge, Michelle asked me to join. As I said, I've known her for 9 years, and it was actually Bish Bodies when I joined. And I was very hesitant to join because it seemed like the kind of clients she was trying to attract were people like herself, young mothers, women in their 20s, maybe a little bit older than Michelle, who had just had a baby and they wanted to get back in shape. Well, that's not me. And I felt so self-conscious about being in the Ladies Edge at my age. I didn't want anybody to think that here's the weird mom that won't leave her daughter's pajama party. I never wanted to be perceived that way. But because I knew Michelle and because I trusted Michelle, I just jumped in. And I would say the first 3 months I was very hesitant to get to know people, to reach out to other people. But once I started doing that, I started developing relationships and my confidence built. I'm getting ahead of myself, in the first 30 days after joining TLE, I lost 21 inches. I think it was more than 21 inches, and 6 of those inches were off my waist. I lost 2 dress sizes, and I continue to lose. I think I know I've lost at least 20 pounds and kept it off, and it's been well over 18 months. I'll be in the Ladies Edge 2 years in this October. So the first time in my life I've been able to keep weight off. And had I known about something like this, if something like this had existed back in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, in my 50s, when I think about all the negative thoughts that I had, all the tears that I shed about not being accepted because of my lack of confidence, etc., what a waste of time. And I know that God created me in His image. I know that I'm beautiful in His image. I know all that. I know all that logically, but I wasn't able to think it in my heart and know it and believe it. And that sense of confidence that I have now is so different than anything I have ever experienced before. It's not a conceited confidence. It's not a bragging confidence. It's this kind of confidence. It's silly things. Like, I used to smack my arm. We all do it. And I mean, this lower part of my muscle would be, don't get in front of it or behind it, would probably knock you down. But, yeah, there's that little bit of twinge there, but I've got muscles now. I'm fit. And I'm able to do this in just 23 minutes a day. And I also have a very healthy relationship with food. I eat cake, I eat cookies, I eat pumpkin pie, but I don't overindulge. And the old me, before TLE, if I would have had a day where, I just ate like not good at all, I would say, ugh, there goes this week, there goes this month. And I would say, I'll get back on this. How many of you have said this? I'll start the day after Thanksgiving. I'll start the day after Christmas. I'll start the first of the year. I'll start right after Easter or right after my birthday or whatever. Well, I did all those starts. And the difference, another difference with TLE is when I have those days where I used to feel like just giving up and, postponing the diet or the exercise again for the umpteenth time, now I don't wait till the next day or the next week or the next month. I can check myself. So if I ate 2 brownies before I went to bed, which I did last week, because boy, were they good. When I do that, yeah, that's not good for you, especially not to eat it before bed. So I drank a lot of water before I went to bed. And the next day, it's water and watch my carbs, and it's okay. I don't just fall off the wagon. It just doesn't work that way anymore. And it is the best, most freeing feeling to feel that way. There's a Christian song, I can't remember who wrote it, Sanctus Real, maybe? And the lyrics are, I don't have to carry the weight of who I've been. And that is exactly how I feel about TLE. It's not only I don't have to carry my physical weight, but I don't have to carry the weight of that negativity and self-doubt and self-sabotage that I used to carry. It's not necessary anymore because I have a better perspective on how to eat healthy. I am surrounded by women that support me, that obviously don't put me down. I get strength from building other people up. They get strength from building me up. It's an incredible community that Michelle has created. Incredible. And because I am older, if you're older and you're thinking you can't keep up, trust me, you can. I modify all the time. I really do. Right now, I'm sitting here literally with a broken foot. And I exercise this morning. You can do this through anything. It's all about your attitude. It's all about getting the exercise right. It's all about getting the eating right. And it absolutely can be done. So do not try the Lady's Edge because you feel like you're older and you can't keep up. You absolutely can. I guarantee you can. And not ever did I feel like I wasn't accepted because of my age. And I have opened up more. I've gained friendships that I never would have had, ever. Where in life do you meet people like this? You don't have these kind of opportunities. And so all of those things combine. And plus you get Michelle front and center. And she was a Spitfire, then she's a Spitfire. Now she has so much self-confidence. She is so real. She goes through the same kinds of things that we as women have gone through, albeit a lot of those I went through when I was younger, but the same kinds of things. And she openly shares those things, and she encourages us to share our feelings and our, if we're having a setback, if we need extra support, she encourages us to share that as well and to share our stories so that through those we can encourage others. So if you're sitting there and you're watching this and you're hesitating for a second about not doing this, join for 7 days. Do it for 7 days, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can do the workouts. You can eat and not feel guilty. You have freedom from not having to join a gym or go to a gym. You've got Michelle in front of you, who is, you know, if you don't know her already, she's just an incredible person. And I don't want to sound like a Kool-Aid drinker. It's not that at all. I have, I don't know, you don't know me, but you just got to trust me. She is the real deal. So if you're hesitating, don't hesitate. Don't go through decades of what I went through. This is a gift. Take it, receive it, try it on, and I promise you, if you throw yourself head into this, you will not be sorry. So don't wait. Sign up. Try it. You have nothing to lose, only to gain.